Welcome back. Yesterday afternoon, the Food and Drug Administration issued a warning letter in advance of our next report. The FDA wants fitness customers across the country to stop using popular dietary supplements containing an ingredient called DMAA. The agency says the substance is illegal and brings with it the risk of heart attack or worse. The question, of course, why isn't the substance banned and why are stores still able to sell it? Dr. Nancy Snyderman investigates.
Michael Sparling was the heart of his close-knit family, the eldest of 4. Growing up near Sacramento, he dreamed of being a soldier. So in January of 2011, at the age of 21, he enlisted. His parents, Michael and Leanne, say he loved it.
We were talking on the phone, and he says, "Mama, this is my niche. This is it. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life."
After basic training, Private Sparling was assigned to Fort Bliss, Texas. On his first day with his new unit, he went on a 3.5-mile training run in comfortable 70-degree weather. It was nothing compared to his typical 10-mile runs. But later that morning, Leanne got a call from the commander of the base hospital with some alarming news.
He said, "Ma'am, is your son taking anything? He has collapsed. He has suffered a heart attack." And I said, is he doing okay? He goes, "Well, we're working on him." And I said, "Well, please tell Michael that Mom's on her way. I'm going to get on the next flight out there." And he says, "Ma'am, you don't understand what I'm saying. Your son's in cardiac arrest, and we're performing CPR on him right now." And I said, "Sir, are you telling me my boy's gonna die?" And he says, "You should really pray."
As the Sparlings prepared to fly to Texas, Leanne called her son's commanding officer back.
He said, "Ma'am, we've done everything we could to save him. But at 11:17 this morning, he passed away."
The Sparlings were stunned. They could not understand how their healthy young son died so suddenly. Later they learned tests had revealed a substance in his blood, a dietary supplement. The Sparlings say Army doctors told them it may have played a role in Michael's death.
Did they go secure Michael's room?
They locked his room down immediately. And they went in, and that's when they collected the Jack3d.
Jack3d, or Jacked as it's called, is marketed as a dietary supplement that boosts energy and endurance. It's sold in stores across the country, including the giant retailer GNC. Walk into any gym and you are bound to find exercise fanatics like Keith Stewart who say they cannot live without it.
Your body will start to tingle, your skin starts to tingle actually. You can feel it in your veins. You feel this rush of energy in your body and you just have to move.
The Sparlings began researching Jacked and learned it contains a stimulant called DMAA. They found reports of potential serious side effects in the medical literature, including heart failure and cerebral hemorrhage.
I'm like, "You've got to be kidding. This is a natural supplement. This is what you can buy off the store shelves. This is what high school kids can buy off the store shelves."
We have hundreds and thousands of new ingredients being introduced into supplements without any safety data or information being provided.
Dr. Peter Cohen is a professor at Harvard Medical School who studies supplement safety. Cohen and other health officials say DMAA is just the latest example of the dangers that lurk in a barely regulated multi-billion-dollar dietary supplement market. Thanks to a law passed in 1994, supplements, unlike prescription drugs, do not need FDA approval to get to market. And now supplements and the stores that sell them are everywhere.
In 1994, there were 4,000 products on the market. What's the status now?
There's been at least 80,000 new products.
80,000.
80,000.
One thing we want to really impart, and I think people, they see a pill and they think that FDA has signed off on the safety of that pill. And in the dietary supplement world, that's not the case.
Daniel Fabricant is the director of the FDA's Division of Dietary Supplement Programs. If you want to understand the limits of the government's power, just listen to what he told us about
It's an illegal ingredient. It's an illegal dietary supplement.
You said it's illegal, You're representing the FDA and you're telling me it's still on the market?
Well, we've sent warning letters to firms. We've taken steps to get it off of the market and get it out of the hands of consumers. We're very concerned, and we urge consumers to be concerned as well.
When an official from the FDA tells me that there's an illegal product on the market, and yet there's no jurisdiction to remove it, I don't get that.
Banning it would be, it's difficult.
Difficult because the FDA has limited legal authority over supplements. The FDA has received dozens of reports of serious side effects believed to be linked to DMAA, even several deaths.
Could it increase the risk of death? Could it lead to a young, healthy man dying? Absolutely.
And yet, the FDA cannot require Jack3d or any supplement to include possible side effects on the label.
Even known side effects, if some supplement has been proven to even cause a rash or indigestion or headaches, there's absolutely no requirement that that's placed on the label.
That's frightening.
It is.
And says Cohen, the dirty secret behind DMAA is that it's actually a drug that manufacturers are passing off as a plant product.
So where does it come from?
DMAA is produced at a factory.
In April of 2012, the FDA did send warning letters to 11 manufacturers, questioning DMAA's safety and challenging their claims that the ingredient qualifies as a dietary supplement. All of them voluntarily pulled their products, except for USP Labs, the makers of Jack3d.
USP Labs is just thumbing its nose at you.
Oh, and again, it is an open case, so I'm somewhat limited in what we can say.
What do you want consumers to know?
Don't take the product, number one, is we urge them not to use product containing DMAA.
While some retailers have stopped selling Jack3d, it is still on the shelves of one of the biggest, GNC.
It's shocking that GNC continues to support USP Labs in selling their wares.
Both USP Labs and GNC declined our request for an on-camera interview. In a statement, USP Labs says they are unaware of a single corroborated serious adverse event when DMAA is used as directed. They say there are 8 peer-reviewed studies detailing the safety of DMAA and 3 papers that say DMAA can be extracted from geranium. GNC told us it has no reason to believe that DMAA is unsafe and that it relies on manufacturers to warrant that the products are fully compliant with all applicable laws and safe for human consumption. GNC also says it does not sell substances banned or recalled by the FDA. And while DMAA has not been officially banned by the FDA, the U.S. military prohibited selling it on bases when 5 months after Michael Sparling collapsed, a second soldier died after using DMAA. 9 countries, including Canada and the U.K., have banned it as well.
Canada's banned it. U.S. military has taken the substance out of all of its shops, but you can still get it at the local store.
It's absurd.
This is the last day we saw him.
The Sparlings say they aren't waiting for the FDA to ban DMAA. They are suing USP Labs and GNC for causing their son's death. For the past 2 years, Leanne, with Michael's dog tags around her neck, has been dropping into supplement stores to find out if they're still selling Jack3d. She told us about a conversation she had with a clerk a few months after Michael's death.
And I said, well, I'm interested in a product called Jack3d or Jack3d. He goes, oh, yes. And he goes, this is our top seller. And I said, have you heard of any adverse side effects? And he goes, no, it is 100% natural. It's totally safe. And he goes, are you buying it for your son? And I said, no. And I said, do you see the dog tags I wear? And he said, yeah. I said, they were my son's. And he goes, what happened? I said, he died after taking this product.